And welcome to the Multinational Football League. Jordan Love, 98 for 142, just over 1,000-yard mark with, I believe that said 10 touchdowns. Unbelievable. As the San Antonio Blackknights take on the Louisville Lumberjacks. This one is set to be an incredible one. The Lumberjacks will take on a 2-3 Blackknights team who has a lot to prove if they want to make it to the playoffs. But the question is, can they prove themselves? And we're about to find that out here as we have 12 minutes in the first, a combined about 48 minutes of ball to be played. So, with that being said, we're going to hop right into this game. I had somebody ask me about the graphics. I don't know if you guys have seen anything like with that stuff not going well. Like, as far as the presentation, how, like, you'll have the players working out. I have no clue what's going on there. But anyways, San Antonio, Louisville, right now. Here we go. So San Antonio will get the ball first as this one's up and away. Out to the 6-yard line, and it'll be brought to the 27. So Kyler Murray hasn't been the best quarterback for these Black Knights, but he's certainly been trying. I mean, at least a little bit. He's got 932 yards, 83 for 128, and currently neutral in the touchdowns to interceptions ratio. So 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line, will be tipped at the line and almost makes it to his guy. But a linebacker gets there, and the main focus for today was that left guard giving up a lot on the pass rush. The Lumberjacks said they could do it. They could get to him 3 times just from the left guard spot. Not sure if we'll see any of that. And here's one of their shots to do it. Not going to happen. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the 37. Looking to throw is Murray. Fires. He's got his man. That's Marvin Harrison Jr. Edgerrin Cooper on the tackle will make it 8. Make an 8-yard gain. Turn it a 3rd and 2 at the 45. Here's a handoff. And that will be just short. So 4th and 1 and a decision. If they're aggressive, I think they can go for it here. In that run, it's just never really been there for the Black Knights. So, I can understand kind of why they're punting here. Don't want to risk anything and give them viable field position, but also, you don't want to put yourself at a point where you want or you have to run. Well, here's Jordan Love for the Lumberjacks. He's been doing incredible. Let's pull up his stats really quick. 98 for 142, 1,009 yards, 10 touchdowns, 3 INTs. So definitely not bad compared to these other quarterbacks with, Kyler Murray obviously on the other end. So, yeah, definitely not bad as we'll see a lineman go down. That's pretty bad. Lumberjacks, number 73 going down there. Hate to see it. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the 25. Play action for Love. Firing. Pass is caught. And he's not really going anywhere except for maybe a yard down the field. 3rd and 4 at the 26. Love. Handoff. Jacobs. Not gonna go anywhere. Two good run defenses meeting today in Lumberjacks Stadium. And they certainly are showing it right now. It's not really that easy to move the ball. They did get 5 yards on their first rush attempt, but there's not much else. And the 3 and out is actually very impressive for the Blackknights here. Oh, and this one's rolling. And we're going to have it down at the 2. Great job by the punter. And as we take a look at QB rush yards, Bo Nix at the bottom, Trevor Lawrence 4th, and Kyler Murray in that 2nd spot. Very small, very, very speedy guy. So definitely the redeeming qualities of Kyler Murray. Definitely not his passing game, but his rushing game has been fairly good, and that's to credit for their 2 wins. 2nd and 9 at the 3. Handoff. Shrug one off before getting only a yard out of that. Great job by the Lumberjacks defense staying on him. And now it's 3rd and 8. Murray went under center. He's going to hand this one off, and that's going to be a 1st down. James Conner taking it right up the middle. Ends up being a 1st down to the 13-yard line. And that was much needed. They needed some breathing room to try and operate, and Murray going to keep this one, and he'll get a yard out of it. So had them fooled on their first pull attempt, which only went for a 1st down. And that was nearly intercepted. Number 56, Edgerrin Cooper, nearly had an interception. Nothing going there. It'll be 3rd and 9. They tried the screen pass, but the pressure just gets there too quick. 4th and 9 at the 13. Really might as well be 4th and 10. But this game, you know, knowing how it acts, is going to count that as 4th and 9. Great job by the special teams unit getting down there, making that open field tackle, as we'll see the Lumberjacks come right back out on this drive and try to make a statement. So surprisingly still scoreless given San Antonio's defense, and there goes Jacobs for a gain of 8. Josh Jacobs last week, just to put it in perspective, 20 rushes, 90 yards, no touchdown. But he is, in fact, one of the better running backs in the league. Total yards, he's got 15. The Lumberjacks have 15 on the day. Most of which coming on that last run, and they'll get the 1st down here with Dobbs at the helm. 1st and 10 at the 48. Love getting the audible here. Under center, looking to throw. Launches one for Christian Watson, and he's got the 1st down plus some to the 34. Definitely nice. First of all, nice blocking once they realize their guy has caught it. But, I mean, with the exception of maybe being able to hold on a little longer, they did some fairly good stuff there. 1st and 10 at the 34. Love. Handoff to Jacobs. Jacobs got a wide open hole. He's going to get inside the 20 to the 15 before being taken out of bounds. Great play right there by the line, more specifically, as they're able to run it right through for the 1st down here. And Love looking to throw. Pressure comes. Firing. End zone. Double coverage incomplete. Tucker Kraft, the intended target. Collins helping him up after strapping him up on that previous play. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Jacobs with another decently sized run. And it'll be 3rd and 4 at the 9-yard line. This will add on to the red zone efficiency here early on in the game. Love firing, end zone, picked off! And he's going to kneel to get the touchback here. Jalen Thompson read like a book. And Love throws his 4th interception of the game. Sorry, I was talking to my dad, guys. Anyways, 3rd and 10 at the 20. San Antonio at their own 20, trying to avoid a 3 and out. Murray going to dump it off here, and they're only a yard away. They needed that one, and Edgerrin Cooper coming up spectacularly there, making the stop. It'll be 4th and 1 and a punt. This one is up and away, and it'll fall at about the 19, recovered by the Lumberjacks returner and brought to the 28. So, Jordan Love, let's take a look. I mean, when we think about what he's been able to do so far, he's been able to move this offense down the field. This line is creating great holes, like that's just a great job by the defense filling in on those holes. But the line's been definitely able to make some huge holes for Jacobs to run through, and Love has just been able to make the most out of any passing situation. The only problem is that interception in the end zone made by the safety. 3rd and 9 at the 29 now. Love stepping up. He's going to run, and it's not going to end well. Only a gain of about 2, as it'll be 4th and 7 at the 31. So Love tries to scramble out here. Great job tackling in the open field. Of course, you always wonder what everybody's tackle is going to be like out in open space, and it's the reason most of these guys are here is their ability to do that, but it's always a good checkup point as far as any player goes. Absolutely waxed, by the way, on that return is their main guy, number 17 on the return, as he'll get it to the 17. Murray, handoff, and it's going to be taken for a loss. 2nd and 11, Clark getting there. And it'll be, like I said, a 1-yard loss. It looks like you're in man here. Interesting. Could be a man blitz. I see 2 guys looking like they're going to blitz there. But the end of the first quarter, surprisingly, is going to end scoreless. Both defenses brawling it out. And now a 0-0 ball game at the end of the first ensues. As we'll take a look at what the rest of this first half's going to be like. And when I said it was going to be a defensive brawl, or really just a go out there and do whatever, type game. Holy crap, Murray down the sideline. He's got green grass in front of him, and it's going to be a 1st down to the 48. Caught me yapping there and ended up running all the way down the sideline to midfield. 2nd and 11 after a big tackle on Connor. They've been able to stop this run defense, but I haven't really seen them get to the quarterback that much, and that's because Kyler Murray is just so fast. I mean, trying to take that guy down is like trying to take down, a little kid with superpowers, pretty much. So it's incredible to see how he's able to move out of the pocket despite his size. 3rd and 6. Murray going to try to take off down the edge, and Rashawn Gary is going to take him down for a loss of 1. 4th and 12. Will promote a punt at the 46-yard line. It's up and, wow, must have been shanked. I'll say it crossed out at the 37, and Jacobs on the day. Really doing good for the amount of carries he's gotten. 6.6 yards per carry as it stands now. And Love able to drop this one off to Dobbs for his 2nd catch of the day. Got about 14 yards to this point. 2nd and 1 at the 46. They'll hand it off. Jacobs to the outside. He's got room, and it's going to be a 1st down. Gets lit up as he's held up at the end of that play. 43-yard line in enemy territory now for the Lumberjacks. Lions definitely been able to hold up. We'll see how long that lasts as the Lumberjacks will go down here. Love sacked by Collins. Denied him a touchdown earlier. Wasn't the one that intercepted it, but on that double coverage on Tucker Kraft, able to make the sack here for our 1st sack of the game. 2nd and 15 at the 48, still in enemy territory. Motion to Tucker Kraft, looking to throw. They'll go screen. Down to the side, Jacobs will get the lost yardage back with a little strawberry on top. 3rd and 7 at the 41. Love looking to throw. Darts this one. Sideline caught. What a ball by Love. Tucker Kraft reeling that one in at the 20. And they're back in the red zone. My, oh my. What a ball. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if, this game actually did the reviews and simulation, if that turned out to be one. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. Pressured again. Tries to get it to his... check down. Doesn't end up going well. And an incompletion causes 2nd down. Looking to throw. Love. Gets it to the outside. It's Kraft for a gain of 8. 3rd and 2 at the 12. And a chance to redeem himself, as he did throw an interception in the end zone last time to the free safety. Looking to throw. Keeps it short. Tucker Kraft for the 1st down and 1st and goal at the 9. So we might see our 1st score of the game come right here. And looks like the Blackknights are going to bring a little pressure here from that inside backer spot. Throwing Enzo, nearly picked off again. My God. Gotta watch that. Buda Baker nearly had himself one hell of an interception, and it would have been Love's 5th. Handoff. Jacobs is going to power forward to the 4. And it is in the job description. He is more of a power back, but when he finds an open lane, he can certainly make the most of it. As Love firing end zone, touchdown, Tucker Kraft. And the Lumberjacks go up by 6. It took till the 2nd quarter, but I don't see anybody complaining. He had quite the options there, and Kraft just appeared to be the easiest one for Love. And excuse that in the background. Dog acting a little dumb. So the kick is up and good to make it a 7-point lead. Lumberjacks scoring summary. Took quite the time off the clock. Triple fours off of it. In 11 plays, about 60-some yards. And that is why you don't shake your punts, ladies and gentlemen. Kickoff will go to the 6-yard line before being returned, and they'll get it to the 27. About what, 21-yard gain off of the kickoff return? Not a bad one. 71 total yards for San Antonio so far. They're going to look to bolster that here on this drive. As they'll hand it off, and he's got a lane. It'll end up being 7 yards. Bullard on the tackle. And Connor going right through the hole. 2nd and 3 at the 35. Murray. Play action. Throwing. Middle of the field, and he got lit up. That did not look fun at all. Ended up being a triple team. He got knocked on his ass, and, you know, that is never a good sign. 4th and inches. And now an injury timeout to James Conner, starting running back for the Blackknights. That is definitely not a good thing. And an interesting situation here. They'll punt. The Lumberjacks will get this one to bounce into the end zone. Or I'm sorry, the Blackknights will bounce that one into the end zone. And the Lumberjacks will start at the 20. 3 minutes 57 to go. Can they extend their lead? I believe they can. Let's see what happens. Jacobs with a stiff arm and a first down. Fought that one out. And he's able to get the first down out of it. What a play by Jacobs. Louisville has been dominant in their offensive possessions so far. They'll go handoff to Jacobs again, and it'll end up being a first down again. 10 rushes so far, 81 yards in just this first half. As we got 2 minutes and about 40 to go. As Love drops back, looking to throw. Slings it to Jacobs again, who's going to get the first down. Back-to-back first downs off of Jacobs. Whether it's rushing or passing, they've gotten it to him, and it's proven to be a well-done signature move here. And oh my God, what a hit. The 2-minute warning will come upon us here. 7-point lead for the Lumberjacks, and they're looking pretty strong to try and get that lead to 14. About looks like trips formation at the top there. Looking to throw in the middle, and it's caught. Tucker Kraft, another viable option in this one. He has been incredible. Contested coverage here. Love drops a gorgeous ball, and Kraft can't take his eyes off of it. 1st and 10 at the 20. This is now red zone territory once again. They've had an interception and a touchdown here. They'll go play action. Throwing. Pass is caught. Touchdown! Christian Watson will get in. His first touchdown of the day, and he's going to hit the gritty. Great read here by Love. Able to find out where the low-lying receiver is and able to make the most out of it. As then Watson able to celebrate with Dobbs and Jacobs. As this kick is up and good to make it a 14-point lead. I said they could do it, and they did it. 6 plays, 80 yards, and cutting the time in half there. About 2 minutes, 27. And this will be returned from about the 5. And they'll get to the 28. So, Kyler Murray coming back out in a 2-score ball game. Definitely still winnable, but the probability goes down a little bit when you let him score 2 touchdowns with no answer. That pass is caught. What a great catch by McBride. So now 1st and 10 at the 43. Timeout taken by San Antonio. Play action. Murray heaves one. Almost caught and intercepted in the same time. Jair Alexander, who is now a Raven in real life, nearly had that pick. And on 2nd down, they'll try to check it down. McBride loses the ball there. Big hit on him. And now it's going to be a important 3rd down. Murray looking to work some magic here. And he can't get out of the pocket to do so. He's sacked. He's usually slippery there, and he showed it this game, but nowhere to go. Setting the edge and really just getting in there. 4th and 17, and that'll force the punt to go into the back of the end zone here as Josh Jacobs on the day, averaging about 11 yards. Or, I'm sorry, 8 yards per carry. He's got 11 carries, 88 yards. 1st and 10 at the 20 after the touchback. Love going screen pass to Jacobs. Jacobs got some room, and it's almost a 1st down. They're not really worried about time or so, I don't think, and I would be wrong. They'll call a timeout here. They're 2nd of the half. Well, no 14 ball game. It's not looking good for the Blackknights here at the away stadium. As Lumberjacks looking to throw here, they'll get it to Jacobs, who absolutely crushes the defender. And another timeout taken by the Lumberjacks. So with 32 seconds left, we'll see what they do with no timeouts. Looking to throw is the Lumberjacks. Heaving this ball, and it's nearly intercepted. Would have been an arm punt, but can't reel it in. That was Thompson who could have had it. I think he's already had one today. He wouldn't mind adding an extra one. And Love forced to find something, and he can't. He'll find the ground on 3rd down. Or on 2nd down, bringing up 3rd down. 4-man rush. Love steps up, fires again, and same pressure. Blackknights bringing all of it right now. And with 14 seconds left, we'll see what they do with 4th down, and they'll go ahead and punt it. So Louisville will get it to start off the 2nd half. And with 7 seconds left, almost got to send up a Hail Mary shot. And they'll actually run it out. And they'll go into halftime. Trusting the defense. It's already let up 14 points, but I won't judge. 2nd and 6 is where we'll end it in the 1st half. 14-0. Lumberjacks scored 2 in the 2nd quarter. Halftime report coming up. Looks like I'll be... Okay.
Right,
There he is.
halftime report, and we are looking around, and this was, I believe, the London game earlier, 19-20, as the Monarchs only won by 1 point to defeat the Orlando Orbits. And so, yeah, St. Louis will be going back home to St. Louis with a W. This game will be to be determined, as Dublin out there, as you can clearly see over there. Then we're going down to good old Tennessee Memphis Shamrocks, and that game will be started whenever it will be started. Now, anyways, Jordan Love, look at that. Boom, wide open tight end right there, I believe. And we will bring it back to the commentator team. Deuces, ooses.
Yeah, if you can't tell, he's a huge WWE fan, but we end up coming together on football. So Josh Jacobs, 11 rushes, 88 yards, no touchdowns yet, 8 yards per carry, as I did my math right. First and 10 at the 27. Love under center, looking to throw. Pass is caught near the sideline in contested coverage, and we'll see a Black Knights defensive lineman go down here. Definitely not good. Lopez going out. And they'll bring his backup in, whoever that is. 2nd and 3 at the 34. Motion across. Taking the handoff, throwing, and it's caught. It'll be a first down. So another first down. Lumberjacks have been really efficient as far as that goes, and Love will keep it, completely faking the defense, and he'll get a first down out of it. 11 yards on the scramble. So they said, you know what? Kyler Murray can scramble. Why can't Love? And Love has certainly found his feet in this game. They'll go RPO here, get it out to Dobbs. Dobbs has got a first down about 14 yards after the initial catch, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the 36. Jacobs in the backfield. Looks like single back. Handoff. And it'll end up being only a yard on the gain. 2nd and 9 at the 35. I'll go handoff with Jacobs. I'll end up getting 6. Bring up 3rd and 4 at the 30-yard line. If you're the Black Knights here, you got to make a big defensive stand here if you want to get this one, and that is certainly what they're looking for. And as he'll try to get a block, he does get it, but his blocker does slow him down. Jamie Robinson, or Jamie Robinson, however you want to say it. Either way, he's going to be celebrating in the end zone with his teammates as Love commits the cardinal sin of any quarterback, and that's throwing across the body. Truly shameful. The only person that's really been able to pull that off is, and no glaze intended, but the only person that's really been able to do that is Patrick Mahomes. So the 5th turnover of the season for Love. Murray has not made that mistake yet. And it'll be a 6-yard gain on the rush, and maybe that's why. They've had him running a little bit more. But they do need to find the end zone here, whether it's on their feet or through the air. Murray passes caught by McBride, and it'll end up being first down at the 44. So 1st and 10, San Antonio. And it's going to be a false start, number 75, moving way too early. So they'll accept here, and it'll be 1st and 15, backed up to the 49, still in Lumberjacks territory. They'll go handoff here. Connor's got some room, and he's going to have a first down to the 31. Great gain there by the Black Knights, and now they're probably the deepest in enemy territory that they've been all day. And a 5-wide look here. They'll go jet. Looked like jet motion. And Murray going to step up and slide here at the 6. 2nd and 4 at the 25. Murray to throw. Firing down towards the first down marker, and he's got it. He's inside the 5, and he's going to get down to the 3. 1st and goal, San Antonio, and they've got a shot. Trey McBride takes that all the way up the field for a very important gain. Very shifty for a tight end. Didn't expect him to turn upfield that quick. First and goal at the 3. Murray. Handoff. Connor. Touchdown, San Antonio. They'll punch it in here. And the Blackknights finally on the board. And the funny part about it is, this is a close game. So both defenses have been relatively good to this point. Lumberjacks haven't been able to get any turnovers. San Antonio capitalizing off of one there. And the kick is up and good for San Antonio to make it a 7-point game. Scoring summary. 6 plays, 64 yards. And very, very minuscule time taken off there. As this catch will be made at about the 12 and returned to the 31. So, Watson brings it out, and he'll go right back out on offense as Jordan Love. Man, it's not good. He threw a couple of touchdown passes now, but he's also thrown 2 interceptions, which, we kind of expected Kyler Murray to be something like that, in this game. Maybe a touchdown, an interception, or, maybe 3. But definitely not Love. I don't know. Must be an off day. As he'll take the check down there. It'll be 2nd and 2. So 2nd and 2 at the 39. Love. He's going to hand it off to Jacobs. Jacobs going to find the edge, and he's going to have a first down. And get above the 100-yard mark in this game. 14 rushes, 103 yards. And as I can recall it, no running backs had a 200-yard game in the MNFL yet. And that's a nice bat down as he was looking for his main man, and that's Tucker Kraft. 2nd and 10 at the 48. Love gets it off to Jacobs, who is going to get pushed forward by his lineman, and it'll be 3rd and 3 at the 45. 3rd down conversions. Louisville has 3, and the last one they tried ended up being an interception. Way more time. This time, fumble! It is recovered by the Blackknights, and that is the 3rd turnover of the day. Murphy Bunting gets the ball there, and what a hit to force it. Catches it, and then gets absolutely lit up. Bunting in there to get the fumble recovery. And now James Conner going to step up to the plate. 14 rushes, 57 yards, and a touchdown today. Has not been eventful up until that touchdown, so we'll see if he starts to take off now. Hand off to Conner. Will be a gain of 1. So 2nd and 9 for the Blackknights. Trips at the bottom of the screen here. Tight end up top. Motion to Connor. He's going to become a receiver here. Looking to throw. Gets it to Connor, and he's going to have 2-yard gain. Makes it 3rd and 7 at the 46. They convert this 3rd and 7. They have a lot of time to go down and score, obviously, before the 4th quarter. And Murray's going to take off. Murray to the 30, 20, almost to the 15. He'll get down just 2 yards away. 17-yard line, and Murray showing why he's one of the main rushing leaders as far as QBs go. Just able to make something out of nothing there. And 2-minute mark of the 3rd quarter has been hit, as that'll be a huge hit in the backfield. Connor gets lit up. He's already had to go to the sideline once. They had to take an injury timeout on him in the first half. He comes back unscathed. And now to run is Connor again. He'll pick up 2. 3rd and 10 at the 18. They scored from farther than this. So the question is, can they pick up the 3rd down and possibly a touchdown? Murray. Scrambling. Gonna keep it. Running it. Murray! Touchdown! San Antonio! And Murray meditating in the end zone. What a way to score here. See 3 guys coming at you on the line. You say, oh no, I got to get out of here. And he certainly does. Turns on the jets and then hits the meditation emote in the end zone. Just what a play by Murray. As that kick is up and good. Blackknights scoring summary that time, 3 minutes, 10 seconds. All the time it took. About 58 yards, and they capitalized once again off of a turnover. So now if I'm the Lumberjacks, I'm saying ball security and watch where you're going with it, because it's been scary. Some will debate that that wasn't even really a fumble. He caught it and then had it come right out of his hands, like, yeah, right here. See, some will debate that he never really had possession of that ball, and I say, I think he did. Just based off of where he's at, he secures the ball, turns like he's going upfield. I'm fairly certain that's a fumble, and he's going to make up for it here. Touchdown, Lumberjacks! On an explosive play by Tucker Kraft. 3 passing touchdowns for Love today. And my, oh my. If that doesn't show you how important tackles are, I don't know what does. Because Tucker Kraft goes unscathed to the end zone after 1 missed tackle. And they'll kick the extra point here. And that's up and good for the Lumberjacks. Wow, what a scoring drive. Only 1 play going 67 yards to the house in just 9 seconds for the tight end there. So Murray, going to have to go down and score once again, this time off of a touchdown drive instead of turnovers. Very quickly becoming a close one here in Louisville as the home team has the lead. Double back look, they'll send both of them out on swing routes. And only a yard to gain there. Third quarter coming to an end, and they will not get a snap off before it does end. So the end of the quarter, 14-21 as Murray has to find a way to get into the end zone here. And the Blackknights have made that very possible as they have drove down the field pretty damn well. The Blackknights, with 14 on the board, will try to get back to a tie here. They have not had a lead yet this game. If that really says anything, they were down 14 points, end up scoring 14 off of 2 turnovers. And now Murray with great protection going to step up and run. Murray dusts the defender there. He's able to catch back up as his teammate slows him down. That's Xavier McKinney, and he'll take him down after the first down rush. This is what I love about Murray. Sees the open guy, says, nah, I'm going to take this one. Connor tries to get up and block for him, and Murray just ends up taking the hit there. I mean, just an interesting play overall. I think he thought Connor might block for him after that. And the backup man, going to get one here on 2nd and 9. We'll see what they do from the 46. Looks like man coverage. They've been pretty good in this one so far. As long as they don't run any slant routes, they should be fine. Murray nearly throws an INT and a flag coming out. Ooh, that is a nasty call. They're going to get him for a pass interference, and they'll get the first down out of it. 31-yard line. Handoff. Connor nearly bursts through the hole. Someone grabs a hold of his ankle and drives him back. It's going to be 2nd and 5 at the 26 now. Murray looking to throw. Fires one, and that's nearly an interception for Jair Alexander, and that would have been a pick 6, which could have jeopardized San Antonio's comeback hopes. Murray, handoff to Connor. He's going to go right up the gut after debating on it a little bit, and probably shouldn't have debated. Now 4th and 3 in a question that's going to need answered here. Do you go for it? You got your guy in the backfield, and they certainly will go for it. We'll see if it's a pass or a run coming up here. Murray going to attempt to pass it, and it's intercepted! Going down the length of the field! He's to the 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Lumberjacks! Unbelievable! He hasn't thrown an INT all game, and all of a sudden, off of 2 almost interceptions on 4th down, throwing to Harrison, Williams just ends up taking this one to the house, and that's going to cost him extraordinarily. First turnover of the game is a touchdown here in the 4th, setting San Antonio back 2 touchdowns once again. They don't have another half to, pull something out of their butt here, so they're going to have to score quick and effective if they want the win here. Nice tackle there. Will end up making the returner stop at the 27. Murray and his team will start at the 27 after that costly INT. 1st and 10 at the 27. Murray back to pass. Throwing over the middle, and it's dropped. Incomplete. Jair Alexander on the coverage, who could have had a pick 6 last time, ends up being the Williams kid that ends up getting one, and it's getting scary watching these contested balls fly for Murray, as it'll be 3rd and 6 at the 32. Need to convert this one. Is a must-have. Murray looking to throw. Fires sideline, caught, and it's going to be 4th and 1. If I'm the coach, I say go for it. You really don't know how much time you're going to have left after this. And wow, interesting. They'll go ahead and punt her, as this kick is up and away. Only a yard that they had to get here, and the Lumberjacks with a 2-score advantage. Going to start at the 20. So Tucker Kraft walks into the end zone, and you think, okay, well, they're about to score anyways. What good does that do? And then you see San Antonio throw a pick 6, and that's where everything gets out of hand. I mean, they had it down to that moment, and now we'll see if they can get another turnover here, as a gain of 5 there allowed by White before he comes down and smacks him. Looks like a possible blitz coming off the edge as well. 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Love gets it to Tucker Kraft, who goes down just before the first down marker. 3rd and 2 at the 28. Has to be a big stop here for San Antonio. Handoff. And it's going to be a big stop. 4th and 2 at the 28-yard line. With 6 minutes left. That is a huge, huge hit right there. Not just physicality-wise, but game-wise. Because if they're able to score quickly and then get the ball back with that same defense, they're able to tie this game up. So Murray's got to lock in here. Needs a quick touchdown, but not too quick. He won't be thinking deep ball. He just threw an INT for 6, so I don't know what good that's going to do. And number 17 has been dropping a lot here in this last quarter. Might need to take him out of the game. Murray stepping up. He sees the run. Nice block by Harrison. It's going to end up being a first down to the 42. $14. All the score the San Antonio Blackknights have. Murray fires over the middle. Pass is caught, and it'll be a first down to the 47. Moving the ball quickly here. They need a deep strike at some point. And I think if they play their cards right, they could have one here. Looking to throw. Murray. He's going to be sacked. Guess who? Rashad Gary. 2nd and 16 at the 47 after that sack. 6-yard loss. Murray. And number 17 finally getting one, as the coaches trusted him to make that catch there. 3-yard gain makes up 3rd and 13. Murray going to try to drop it off again. Not happening. 4th and 13 at midfield. And they need the conversion here. No conversions for either team yet. This would be the first of the game, and it's intercepted again! Edrin Cooper this time, and he'll be tackled at the 48. That's ball game. Edrin Cooper with a huge INT in the final minutes. Huge play here. Murray just got to be able to get these guys figured out as far as their routes go. And I mean, if you're going to hit Trey McBride there, you got to be able to throw that ball higher. If you got to loft it. Let your guy go up and try to, catch it with a jump ball. Don't end up putting all the blame on yourself because you threw it directly at him. Well, unless they get a pick 6 and, maybe an onside, I don't think this game is going to be in their favor. Another tackle there makes it 3rd and 6 as they run the clock out here. 2-minute warning is upon us. So, going to have to be a huge defensive score or something here as the Lumberjacks are pulling away with a victory right now. Handoff. Jacobs goes down after a gain of 2, and the Blackknights call timeout. Gonna need a quick score here as the Lumberjacks will punt it. And it is 1st and 10 at the 8. So the Blackknights, man, it's been a tough one. Murray tries to escape the pocket on that last drive, gets blown up by Cooper, and then has to make a play out of it. And, well, guess who comes up with an interception? Edrin Cooper. A lot of deep strikes going to be needed this time. Murray. He'll dump it off again. Don't really know what the point behind that is. I mean, you're at the 8-yard line. You need something big. And all that gets you is to the 13. Murray. Oh, that would have been a huge one, but he dropped it. Good coverage there by Williams, who has a pick 6 today. And we hit the 5-minute mark of recording. About 55 minutes, 10 seconds left. Murray fires, and it's caught. Timeout taken by the Blackknights. Murray looking to throw. Fires towards the sideline, and that's rightfully batted away. Incomplete. Edgerrin Cooper stopping that one. So 2nd and 10 coming up. Murray to throw. Steps up. Whoa. Almost a 360 on that pass. It'll only be for 3 yards. 3rd and 7 at the 23. Gonna need something huge here. Murray checks it down, and you can't do that right now. You've effectively lost yourself the game at this point. Murray. He's gonna scramble now, and he gets out of bounds with 13 seconds left at the 34. Even if you throw a Hail Mary up here, I think this one's just over. 13 seconds left. There's no way you're scoring 2 touchdowns in that amount of time. Murray chucks it at the sideline, incomplete. Now 2nd down. Seems like coach is maybe getting mad at him, and Murray can't find out why. 9 seconds till this ball game is over, and no matter what Murray does here, game's over. And he'll take a sack. That is the worst way you could possibly go out. 4 seconds left on the clock, and now a 3rd down. 3rd 13. Murray. Time expired. Looking to throw. And he'll take off with it and run out of bounds like it matters. 14-28. A blown comeback by the Blackknights. And the defense stepping up today. A nice Lumberjacks kind of complimentary football going on here. You see, first it's Tucker Kraft with the hitch route for the touchdown. Murray gets absolutely slapped in the pocket. And then a pick 6 by Williams. And that's really what drove it home. There were times where this game was close, though. I mean, the Blackknights certainly had a chance in this one. Don't let it fool you. I mean, Tucker Kraft gets in for 2 touchdowns as well. And this game was just now so close, but yet so far. This is about where the game ended. 3 minutes, 24 seconds. Nada. 3rd and 13, last play of the game. 3-yard rush by Murray. Game over. Knowing he had to get 2 touchdowns. And then he gets sacked at 4 minutes 20 here in the 4th. And this huge touchdown right here by Evan Williams for a touchdown. Let's take a look back at that. So look how close they are, right? It is a 14-21 game at this point. And it's taken back no one even close. And a touchdown breaks the hopes. Obviously, guys like Walker going over there and hyping him up after that. But really, this game was fought between the 2nd and 3rd quarter. Great game by both teams. Blackknights just got to figure out how to battle. And Murray going to leave today with the loss, 14-28. Ladies and gentlemen, we're running low on time, so I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys. Toodles.